All right, we got an exciting Startup Life vlog today. We got Greg Barbosa, founder of Beginning Beginners, actually in the accelerator here at 1909. And wow, we just had an amazing bike ride here today. We just had a great time. And I wanted to introduce yourself, Greg. Tell a little bit about the entrepreneurs watching this, about Greg Barbosa and about Beginning Beginners.
Yeah, so I'm Greg Barbosa, 30 years old, basically born and raised in Florida. And I am building Beginning Beginners, a startup focused on helping baby boomers with technology. The biggest thing is that I've seen millennials, Gen X, and Gen Z be able to keep up with the pace of technology, kind of because they grew up with it. And the whole time, baby boomers have been left behind in this space. So because they don't know what's going on, they can't keep up with new technology going on, and they end up falling behind to no fault of their own. And Beginning Beginners is hoping to change that, to educate them, to help them, to teach them the things that they want to learn about technology so they can do what they want to do, like connecting with friends and family and exploring the world through the internet and all that stuff.
No, it's amazing, and Greg, we, obviously we're in an accelerator together, and it's been a great experience. And he did the customer interviews, and he interviewed my dad, who's a baby boomer, and he's had tremendous challenges, because I live here in Florida, he lives in Minnesota, he has his grandson here in Florida, connecting and doing this through technology. And wow, what a great thing that you're able to really make a difference in families' lives.
And the biggest thing I'm wanting to do with Beginning Beginners is keep it remote. Like you said, your dad's away, you're here. How do you teach and educate when you can't physically be there? The biggest core thing of Beginning Beginners is to be a remote experience. With the pandemic, I've seen a lot more people open and perceptive to the idea of learning online, and even learning online through like virtual trainings and webinars, because if there is something they want to learn that they have a big emotional pull to, they'll learn. And sometimes the hardest thing is just figuring out, where do you go to learn that? And I want to create Beginning Beginners as this safe place to come, learn, educate, and grow, and do it all remotely.
No, it's great, Greg. And, you're an important part of 1909 here. We became good friends through the accelerator. I mean, all ever watching is Greg's doing amazing videos here, really plugged in with the 1909 community. Really thankful to have you here. Tell a little bit about what 1909 means to you.
Yeah, so at its core, 1909 is physically a co-working space, but the biggest thing is 1909 is a community. And actually, as I say that, I know how cheesy and corny that sounds, but it really is a community. I've worked in different co-working spaces before. I've been at co-working spaces for months at a time and never knew anybody else's name. When you come here to 1909, yeah, you have a place to physically work, but the biggest benefit is working with other people that are also building things. So you can learn off of each other, you can build off of each other's positive energy. If you have a challenge, you can come here and talk to somebody, and there's probably somebody else who's run into that challenge and found a solution. I can't tell you how many times I've hammered away at a problem only to come at 1909 and somebody solve it in a few moments. It's an incredible community.
It is, Greg. Even like me, I got a new MacBook Pro, and Greg's going to help me get it set up. You've been a tremendous asset here to the community, Greg, and I'm glad to call you a friend. We just had an amazing bike ride this morning. But if there's one tip that you could share with entrepreneurs, one thing, you've been on an incredible journey yourself as an entrepreneur, what would it be? What would it be that tip you would want to share?
So as I mentioned before, I'm 30, and I think the biggest thing I've learned over this entrepreneurial career, launching and closing different businesses, is learning to let go. I think now the easiest way people think about it is learning to let go of things that don't serve you or the things that are toxic. And I really want to hammer that home because it sounds cheesy and it sounds corny and like, yeah, whatever. But sometimes when you're an entrepreneur, you get so locked into this idea of doing this one thing that a year later, you'll look back and realize that one thing didn't serve the entire journey you had. It was just there, this constant thread that was just pulling you back. For me now, it's learning to hold on to a good idea and let go of those not so good ideas and just be more comfortable moving on and moving faster. Because at the end of the day, what I'm trying to do is serve a better community and teach and help them. So whatever I got to do that, I'm going to be doing it.
Awesome, Greg. Well, thanks for this. Thanks for sharing your valuable knowledge, and thanks for, like I said, being part of the community. And thank you all for tuning in the Startup Life vlog. And I'll put some links to Greg's social media handles. Thanks.